Yeah. Nice. Okay, what?
I noticed.
What did I do?
There we go.
Hmm?
Yeah. One. Maybe go down one. There we go. It's
Yeah.
flat.
Okay.
So I'm even noticing that after you said that a couple days ago, if I put my fingers here and I draw a line as if it's not here, one is slightly in front of the other.
Right.
And so because of that, I'm like, okay, let me drop the tailbone.
I'm just wondering if one of your legs is longer than the other.
Well, you had previously realized that this was out of alignment when I was younger. You
Yeah.
said that this foot is straight and this one's slightly
rotated. It's compensating.
So
Which side is? Oh, that side's higher.
You said the right
you,
goes
you
forward.
know why
left.
it's turned out.
Why?
If that side's higher,
It's
than
not
this
higher, but in front, more in front. That's,
yeah, that too.
Okay, it's probably higher and in front. More.
Let me see. Trying to find the top of your hip. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is higher.
So if I make that adjustment, now it's balanced.
Okay, right. So this is what happens. Why your foot turns out.
Yeah.
If that's higher, think of how things roll downhill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you got a slant, right? So in order to keep you from going like this, your foot does that.
Yes.
Okay? So straddle the bench.
Okay. This way?
It doesn't matter as long as you're sitting flat. Sit on it. Okay. Okay, now squeeze the bench with your knees. Okay. Wrap your arms around. And I want you to stay. Let's see. Yeah, that's over your hips. Let me just make sure it's right Sunday.
Yeah.
See where you are?
Yes.
I want you to do this. Swing. Swing. Gentle. Okay, now notice which side you can... It's harder for you to swing to your left, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just do that for a while.
Okay.
Just swing freely.
And
Just
keep
swing.
squeezing the bench, right?
Yeah. That's the reason you squeeze with your knees to keep the hips from moving.
Okay, maybe I should drop down a little and then squeeze underneath it.
However,
There we go.
that's good.
And keep the lift, right?
Yeah. Okay, so now let me ask you this. Let me just do something, just a check.
Mhm.
Just turn. That's all. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it's already evened out a little bit. Stand up, see if that feels a little different. Just standing.
Does feel a little bit different, actually.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You just adjusted your spine.
Mm.
Okay, gently, very gently. Okay, this is one of the exercises that Alan showed me.
Really?
Yeah. And do you want me to tell you what the exercise was that he did that helped that guy who was really, really bad, that I carried it, literally carried it?
Sure.
to him? It was so simple. This is it. And he waited for a fairly long time. And then he came over to the guy and says, now move your hands this much. And sit. He waited. Just sit, do nothing. He waited. And then again. And then until he could
Interesting.
do that. And then
Like to do that comfortably, to be able to put the hand, the chest.
Good.
Interesting.
Do that. And then...
Like to do that comfortably, to be able to put the hand, the chest.
Good.
Interesting.
Do that. And then...
Like to do that comfortably, to be able to put the hand, the chest.
Good.
Interesting.
Do that. And then...
Like to do that comfortably, to be able to put the hand, the chest. On the
Wait. 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 And then... Well, you'd have... It was a longer bench, but... Yeah. So, then, after that... Lean back, look up. Not much going back though. And then...
Is there any internal mechanic?
Repeat, huh?
Is there any are you doing the lift while that's happening?
No, nothing. That one you just do nothing. You don't do this. You just keep your back straight. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. What it does is it releases all in here, okay, and allows your spine to kind of settle, right? And then he would do the rotations and a couple of other things. He started them off, I think, lying on the ground, hugging his knees to his chest, bringing his forehead to his knees, holding it for a little bit, lowering his head, keeping his knee bent, placing the foot on the ground, and then sliding the foot to straighten it, okay? Not, like... When you put it on, it was like, once you let go, you do this. What you don't want to do is this. Like that, see? So So the foot is in contact with the ground and there's no weight leveraged on the spine. Okay? And then he had him hug at both knees. And then he had him with knees bent really close to his butt, just pushing his feet straight through the floor and lifting his hips.
In this posture.
Yeah. And
So
it's very different to push the feet straight in the floor. When you push the feet into the floor, you're engaging your glutes. Okay? Some people say straighten your knees, which engages these. Now, these will engage too, but not the same way. If you think of pushing your feet through the floor, it engages it in a different way than if you try to do this. Okay? It's really different.
So are you squeezing the platform with your knees also?
It's really different.
So are you squeezing the platform with your knees also? So are you squeezing the platform with your knees also? Same time while squeezing are you
You're lying on the ground to do this.
Okay.
So there's no platform to do this.
Okay, so not the platform you're sitting on.
Yeah. All these other ones with hugging and each other, those are all done lying down flat on the floor, on your back. Okay? And then after that, he had him do the cat-cow, where you're on your hands and knees, 90-degree angle at the hip and at the shoulder and hip. And then thinking of bringing your chin and tailbone to meet in front, thinking your chin and tailbone to go to the salient. So you're flexing the spine like that, okay? To go like this and like this, like this and like this, all right? And then you had him do the first two stretches sitting down. You know the first two stretches?
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting down. And
I do it on planes.
then he did other stuff, but I don't remember all the rest. But that's basically the beginning of that made him feel a lot better right away.
So
But it took a long time. I mean, he repeated the one sitting on a bench where you just walk your hands. I mean, he let him stay a fairly long time each time, at least 2 minutes, if not more. All right. Each time he did that, he made him go forward like that. He waited like a fairly long time. It took a long time to do all this, right? And then the same thing here. I don't think he. I don't remember if he actually worked it back. No, I don't think he worked it back. He just had him to push down and look up.
So look up and he lifting the collarbone?
Yeah, you're lifting and pressing down.
Okay.
And it kind of happens naturally when you do that. His bench was a little wider,
So
so that you could actually have your hands touching.
I would love to consciously counterbalance whatever imbalance is here.
What you need to do is, well, sit here.
Okay.
The same way it was before.
Because
You can do this on a chair, just sitting down, right? But
Okay.
just stay. See over here, the vertebra shifts forward and these are stay back.
Okay.
And that's because these start. This is where the weakness starts down. Okay, so gently lift. There you go. Feel the difference there, right there. Shift the weight back here. Just shift. And lift.
Okay, really on my sit bones.
Yeah, exactly on your sit bones.
Okay.
Really,
Like if I draw a line, it goes right
If
through
you lean back more, you'll feel falling back, then just come forward, right on that edge.
Okay.
Stay there. Okay? And slowly turn your shoulders. Pivot from the center of your spine. Think of pivot in the center of your spine. So you feel the resistance.
Okay.
You feel that resistance there?
Yep.
Just stay there. And gently lift. Just very gently lift.
Should I do the lift like I used to do in college, where it would be like the lower back and then the middle back and then the upper back section by section?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Just lift. It's just. Yeah. Keep turning. Yeah, that's it. Just stay. Okay. What are you feeling down here?
I can feel the musculature wrapping around from the lower back down to inside the thigh and around here, like a sensation.
Right. Just stay there. Just you want to go right to where it starts feeling resistance, and just stay there. Don't force it. Stay there for a little bit.
I do feel a little like tingling in my foot, which I don't want to lead to
Okay,
numbness.
and turn the other way.
And I feel even standing sometimes. So I'm
turn it the other way. Keep the lift. That's good. Keep a gentle, like a very subtle, gentle turn, but right on the edge. Right when you feel resistance, just stop. You just a very gentle. That's it. How's it feel this way?
it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially when I soften inside the crease of the groin on the hip.
Yeah,
line.
just relax everything else. Tell me if you start to feel muscles relaxing.
Yeah, my tops of my legs for sure.
Okay. Now, slowly turn the other way again, gentle. Okay. How's that feel?
Pretty good.
All that's done. Go beyond on that because it's gonna grab. You want it to grab. Keep gentle, very gentle lift.
You mean the musculature locking and pulling?
Yeah. It's easier this time turning left?
It is. I do still feel the.
Okay,
as I turn left,
that's fine, that's fine.
I feel the tingling.
Okay. And slowly turning to the left, keep the lift. How's that? All right?
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
A little easier to turn, I should say.
Yes.
Good. Turn the other way. Huh? Keep the lift. Don't drop them. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good.
How's your foot?
As I increase the turn, I can feel a little bit of circulation throttling, but I think if I lift more, I won't. It'll
Gently lift. Okay. How's the foot feel?
It feels better.
Yeah, good. Go the other way. You want to feel that. A little easier, right?
Yeah. So when I do that, I'm doing my best to like relax and soften where I feel like I've started to flex.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Just let it relax. Just let it relax. And turn the other way. Lean forward, don't lean forward. Just turn the other way. There. How's that feeling?
Feels really good.
Foot feel good?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So you're beginning to understand this? Okay. What am I doing? Okay, I'll explain. The problem with stretching, okay, and even doing any exercise, sometimes, if something's out of whack, okay, you're gonna end up, there's a thing in your muscles that's called the, what is it? I think it's a stretch reflex. Anyway, what happens is, if you trying to do a stretch and you're going too far, or anything like that, or even a movement going too far, you have muscles that are agonists and antagonists. All right, agonists are the ones who do the work. Antagonists are the ones that prevent you from doing the work. Okay, so in other words, let's say I'm moving forward, so let's say the front muscles are contracting, these are releasing, okay? Now, if the contraction is too strong, so strong that there's a sense, the nerves sense that there could be possible injury, these will automatically contract to keep you from injuring yourself any further. Okay, most people ignore that, and they end up hurting themselves. What I'm doing is I'm slowly convincing your antagonist muscles to say, oh, it's safe, because I'm not moving really fast, and I can let you go. Let it go. And what happens is, and especially if you're like doing an exercise and waiting, all this blood is going to it, so the muscles that are agonizing are getting more and more blood, which means they get denser, okay? And so it works in many, many different ways. And all of a sudden you feel the increase in the range of motion, but you're doing it in a way that trains your nervous system to move properly and to release everything. Stand up, see how you feel.
In this posture, I definitely feel it in the hip. So I'm doing my best to like.
When you lean forward.
Yeah, I'm just doing my best to like lift inside and make the adjustments.
So my guess is that since these muscles are weak, okay, they can't contract enough to rotate your pelvis.
Mm.
You understand? Because they're connected here, and when they contract, they pull the pelvis this way and rotate it, right?
I see what you're saying.
So, because of that, your hip flexor engages.
I see.
You understand?
Yeah.
The hip flexor does this, but it can also do this. You understand? Because it's, okay, you have a hip flexor that's attached to your spine, okay, and goes through here, and then attaches to your femur, okay? It's a hip flexor because it flexes the hip, also rotates the hip. It's used for doing lotus and stuff, okay? There's one part of it that's big, and one part of it is small. The one that's small is the one that's actually connects to here, all right? And that one is called the psoas muscle. Sometimes they call it the dancer muscle because it's to lift the leg. The thing is that your back muscles are much stronger than that muscle, generally, all right? So if the back muscles aren't working, this one has to work really hard. So it can get into spasm sometimes.
Mm.
You understand?
So by having a weaker lower back, it puts more
Yeah, your body,
pressure on
you're telling your body, I want to do this, and your body says, okay, we'll try this way.
I see.
Okay? But this way is not a good way.
Which would then affect the kneecap because of how the muscles wrap around.
Right.
I see what you're saying. So in other words, by strengthening the lower back, via combination of yoga and also certain
Yeah,
lifting
it
exercises.
affects the kneecap because it tends to also rotate the femur.
So I'm feeling a rotation, almost like a chain rotation down my leg.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I feel like I think I used other parts of my body previously to compensate. Joseph, thank you so much.
Hello?
I love you guys. I'm going to post this on the YouTube.
Hello? Who is it? You stay here.